Welcome to the Blood Moon Lunar Eclipse, which marks the first of the eclipses of the snake year. This total lunar eclipse ushers in a period of collective challenge, shifts, and transformation. And this means many of us will be impacted by this event taking place on March 13th and 14th. In this video, I will share 5 signs that this total lunar eclipse is influencing you. Although I've been sick for the last 3 weeks, so I'm not ready to be on the camera today, these 5 signs are quite surprising and intriguing. So I wanted to record this video for you. Also, as I shared in my emails, when I get extremely sick like this, which is super rare, it's an indicator for major upcoming global shifts. So I hope to share my thoughts on that with my community in the upcoming weeks and in my emails as well. I'm Masami Covey. I'm a health intuitive, functional nutritional therapist, and a moon enthusiast. I lead women in rediscovering the wisdom of living with the lunar cycles during and beyond menopause. If you're interested in lunar cycles, learning about moon wisdom, and how the moon impacts various organs, systems, hormones, and even fascia, please subscribe to this channel and give me a thumbs up so others can find me in the YouTube universe. It's been more than 2 years since most of America's witnessed a total lunar eclipse, and the wait ends this week. Observers across most of North America, including parts of Greenland and half of South America, will have front row seats to the spectacular total lunar eclipse, while Western Europe and West Africa will see the moon enter totality shortly before it sets around sunrise. Eclipse-gazers in Australia, New Zealand, and Northeast Asia will see the moon rise in partial eclipse as it exits Earth's shadow. So the impact from this total lunar eclipse will be felt globally. Although not everyone will notice or feel the impact of this total lunar eclipse, I suspect this time many of us will be influenced by this celestial event. So let's look at 5 signs that this particular blood moon lunar eclipse is impacting you. Number 1 sign that this lunar eclipse is impacting you is strong desire to end or experience completion. Perhaps a desire to end relationships, jobs, people-pleasing, and even where you live. You can no longer delay being you, so you have this deep, deep desire to want to be done with it, exit it, and complete whatever that you have been doing or wherever you've been at. This eclipse brings abrupt and sudden shifts, but also endings. In cases like this, it often opens new doors and slams others shut. But with this lunar eclipse, the emphasis is on the shutting and completing and ending. Though the changes can be jarring, you can feel that they will help you speed up the inevitable. Number 2 sign that this blood moon lunar eclipse is impacting you is you don't feel motivated to start new projects or commitments. Although, like I said in the first sign, we will feel the desire to end or experience completion, it will be hard to motivate yourself to get going on the new project right now. At least for the next 2 weeks after the lunar eclipse, don't be too critical of yourself for wanting to slow down, even stop, and continue to reassess your next move. If you're feeling this way, first of all, know that you are quite in tune with cosmic flow, and good for you for being in harmony with universal rhythm. And just honor the fact that you just need to stop for now, and you don't need to get going just because there's so much internal and external pressure to move into the next project, to prove to others or even prove to yourself. Just take that time, take this very important, precious time to slow way down and perhaps just stop and remove the doing, so much doing from your day-to-day activities. Number 3, shifts in perspective. And you may experience several aha moments. Perhaps because we are not rushing to kick off a project, set the wheel in motion, or jump into a new relationship, there will be increased opportunities for us to experience more aha moments, flashes of understanding, and even breakthroughs. We will be able to see and hear wiser insights and epiphanies. This is one of the most exciting aspects of this lunar eclipse to me. So first, don't ignore or stop the strong desire to end things. Then second, honor your lack of motivation to launch or dive into a new project. Then third, You will fully appreciate sudden shifts in perspective that will bring further clarity to your life and your life purpose. Number 4, increased digestive discomfort, especially in the lower gut. Perhaps you may experience increased gas, maybe bloating, cramping, and malabsorption. Definitely pay attention to when you are eating, not just what you're eating. The longer I'm in health and healing world, the more I'm convinced that when you consume something, whether it be food or even information, matters as much as what you are consuming. You have heard me talk about this a lot in the past, but an eclipse is almost always unpredictable and confusing to the body. It creates sudden changes inside our system. The total lunar eclipse means there is a sudden shift from full moon to no moon, more like the new moon. That's stressful to our nervous system, and that's stressful to our digestive systems. That is actually stressful to all the systems in our bodies. So minimizing stress is the key here. Digestion takes a lot of energy. So I recommend you either eat an early supper, perhaps late lunch, and skip dinner, and give yourself some time of just intermittent fasting, times that you are not stressing or overburdening your whole body system. Lastly, number 5, increased thirst. There are many reasons why we experience increased thirst. It could be from excessive sweating, not drinking enough water, drinking dead water that doesn't have adequate minerals or electrolytes in it. Also, certain medications can create thirst and dry mouth as well. But with this lunar eclipse, you want to take a look at your blood sugar levels. Dysregulated blood sugar leads to dehydration and excessive thirst. And if you already are living with diabetes or insulin resistance, be sure to monitor your blood sugar levels carefully during this time. I sense that this lunar eclipse can throw off our homeostasis and cause us to experience more noticeable fluctuations in blood sugar levels. And they will fluctuate by zigging and zagging all throughout the day. So consciously implement practices that will help you stabilize your blood sugar levels. Don't start your morning with caffeine, sugar, and carbs like bagels, cereal, or even fruit juices. Quality fats like grass-fed butter and ghee are always satiating to our system, especially to your brain, and they help to minimize the blood sugar roller coaster. So there you have it. The 5 signs that this particular blood moon lunar eclipse is impacting you. Eclipses serve as celestial checkpoints within your life. So it's very important that you don't ignore these signs I shared with you. These 5 signs are guideposts for you to zig and zag and snake through this event, and also the next 2 weeks until we welcome the partial solar eclipse on March 29th. I think what makes these March eclipses, both the moon and the sun, additionally challenging is that they coincide with several planetary retrogrades. And many of you already know that Mercury retrograde begins the day after the lunar eclipse. So you may notice several turning points in your own path. I talked a lot about this in the Year of the Snake call, how we will zig and zag our way forward this year. This month in particular, you may feel like you are redirecting constantly, retracing your steps, or even going backwards at times and not moving forward. And these are the things that you may feel. And this can be very frustrating. But the characteristics of the snake year get quite amplified during the March eclipses. So I recommend you also watch my Year of the Snake call so you can better support yourself all throughout this month. I will put the link for the Year of Snake call below. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Let me know your thoughts below, and I look forward to reading them. Namaste.